I love doing expireds, and I've just started dabbing into circle prospecting. I have had such great luck with being that first voice because the contacts are so right on. And I'll probably cycle through those numbers if they don't answer maybe 3 times that morning. Making outbound calls is not an old game, it still works. And the sooner you get started, the sooner you'll see success.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's me, it's Aaron Wittenstein, and I would like to welcome everyone to Vulcan7 Roadmap. This is where we interview agents across the country on how they're taking an additional 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 37 listings a week, all right? Someone long connected here for Jessica Summers from...
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. So you're from Beaumont, California, is that right?
Yes, correct.
I got
where
that
my
right.
office is.
Okay.
Yes,
now,
you did.
Where is Beaumont on the California thingy there?
Oh man, it's kind of on its way to Palm Springs by Yucaipa, but I do a lot of Redlands, Yucaipa, Beaumont, Banning out there off of the 1060.
Off of the 1060, everybody got that. You got the 1060. All right,
Yes.
remember that. There's going to be a quiz after this about the 1060 in Beaumont and everything that she just said about cities here. Okay, so a lot of times we have agents that pop in here that have been doing this for like an exorbitant, it's a good word, by the way, exorbitant period of time. Use that word in your dictionary today, in your vocabulary today. Okay, exorbitant. And every now and again, we get newer agents to pop on with us that may not have prospected for 6, 12, 37 years. Okay. So Jessica has been, how long you been an agent for? About a year now?
About a year, yeah.
Okay. And over the last 2, 3, 4 months, she's really dove into, are you expireds, for sale by owner, circle? Like, what do you enjoy doing the most, or what have you had the most success with?
I love doing expireds, and I've just started dabbing into circle prospecting.
Got it. So we got expireds. All right.
Yes.
So I think there's a lot of agents out there right now that can relate to you on the level of, I'm new. What do I do? Where do I start? Who do I talk to? So on and so forth. So so what got you into the expired game?
I like talking to people. I feel comfortable on the phone. I just didn't know exactly which route to go. I was told to try a different product, which I did in my early months of doing real estate, and I had no success. Numbers weren't going through, wrong people were answering, and so I kind of just gave up. I was like, there is no way. And then I had come across a few people that had mentioned Vulcan, and I was like, I'm going to try it out because I just know this is what I want to do. I just knew it. So I picked you guys up maybe 2 months ago, and I have been so happy. I almost get excited to wake up in the morning because I'm excited to see what I'm going to get that day. And I get goosies because I've been there, done that with different products, and then jumping to you guys, it's just been amazing.
That's awesome. That's really good. So like I said, I mean, you're brand new to this, okay?
Brand spanking new.
Brand spanking new, which is great because even the season, I think we're going to relate to a couple people here. The season agents, they were brand, and they forget what it's like to be brand new. Like, I still remember what it's like to be brand new with this stuff. And then we have the newer agents that are like, should I do it? I don't know what to do. And then you get someone like yourself that's very enthusiastic about making these phone calls. So walk me through, like, what does your typical expired day or prospecting day look like?
I do have my little morning routine, but by the time I sit down, it's probably at like 7:30. I will go through the fresh expireds and canceleds, get rid of the withdrawals, and then I will start calling at 8 and make calls till about 10. I do like to take some classes throughout the day to help my skill level kind of get there because I'm still at that, still learning. I'll take a break from like 12 to 2, and then I'll probably jump back on around 3 to about 5 to get those people getting off of work. And that's where I've been kind of throwing in the circled prospecting. But the expireds, you want to be their first voice. And I have had such great luck with being that first voice because the contacts are so right on. And I'll probably cycle through those numbers if they don't answer maybe 3 times that morning.
Okay. So one thing you kind of glossed over a little bit, you said I got my little morning routine. Okay.
Yes.
What does your little morning routine look like?
I like to wake up at 5. I like to get a little exercise in from about 5:30 to 6:30. I do like to do my affirmations and read my Bible before I start work, and then I just write out what I want to do for the day, the numbers I want to hit. I highlight how many expireds I want to talk to, how many circles I want to talk to, and get my coffee and start going.
So, all right, this is one thing that I always struggle with. I'll
Okay.
be honest with you here is when it comes down to doing affirmations. Okay.
Hmm.
You said you do affirmations.
I do.
Um, are you open to sharing one or two of them?
I am. So in the 30 minutes of affirmations, I will either listen to motivational podcasts or sit and write out. And I will write out, you can do it, you will make it. Because before you sit down to do the calls, you do get, what do they say, the call reluctance a little bit. I still kind of get that. But when I remind myself, like, you can do it, you'll be okay, it kind of helps me make that first dial. And that first dial is always the hardest.
All right, so let me ask you this. Since you're like, evidently you've said this 73 times already that you're newer to this. Okay.
Yes.
Um, do you remember your first call?
Oh my gosh, that just gave me chills. Not, when I hear other agents on your show as well, because I listen to it and they've had so much success because they've been doing it for so long. So I really do hope that I reach those newcomers. It's almost hard to stay in the game because you're hearing all these successes and you're here not making any in. My first call, I almost didn't want to do it, but I just pressed dial and I was like, here we go. And I do remember the first pickup. I couldn't believe they picked up, and I was like, So it lasted like that for probably like 2 weeks. But I was like, you can do it. Just keep going. And yeah, the affirmation started to kick in. But now when somebody answers, I just feel like I don't even really read the script anymore. I just kind of know what I'm going to say, and it's just more comfortable. It's like, just hang in there it's going to be hard for 2, 3, 4 weeks, but once you get going, it's just what I do, and I just love it.
All right. So, and that's amazing, by the way. Okay. And
Thank you.
I remember, you're welcome. My first call, I'm like,
Uh,
click,
yeah, I know.
and that was like 13 years. I mean, no, not how long, 13. So whatever that is, 12, 11, 12 years ago,
Yeah.
that I've been making these phone calls. All right. So the affirmations I know definitely help. Okay. But
Yeah.
being someone new and speaking to people that are new, all right, what do you think, like, call reluctance? Because I mean, that's the thing. I mean,
Yeah, it is a thing.
calling people out of the blue is not natural. Okay,
Yeah.
like it doesn't just come be like, I wake up in the morning, I'm like, I'm gonna make some phone calls here.
I know. Yeah, no, not at
Who am
all.
I gonna call? People that are gonna yell at me, hang up the phone on me, and tell me to go.
Yeah.
You know. So how did you break through that?
I remember when that first happened. One time I sat down to do my session, and the first person that was like, quit calling me, and hung up. I was like, I can't do this. I can't do this. It's like you're getting beat up over and over and over. But I feel like you just have to kind of take yourself out of that one scenario and just, it is what it is. Like, who cares? Next. I'm, that's kind of what's gotten me to continue doing it.
So what you're saying is it comes with practice and
Oh,
time, right?
just do it. Yeah. And, I have had some coaching, and, you could be told this is going to happen. This is what you should do. And this is how you deal with it. But I'm also one that will just keep doing what I want to do until I understand that. And I had always been told, just keep doing it. You'll get there. You'll get there. You'll get there. So yeah, just keeping with it and just pressing, learning. What is it? Learning in the making, or doing is in the learn. Well, you know the word saying.
Something in the learning is doing with the doing,
Yeah,
right?
that one. It really is.
I think that sounds perfect. All
Yeah.
right. So, I mean, because the beautiful part about it is with the dialer that you don't even have to think about it, right? Like
Right.
it's just you click a button and it
Yeah.
just no thinking, no next person here, right?
I couldn't believe it when I first started it too, because even in the other program, it was not even like that. But yeah, here it's like, okay, if they don't answer for 3 rings, and on to the next contact. And you give so many numbers. used to think that the first number, second number was the correct one, but sometimes I'm realizing I'm getting to the third or fourth, and that's the correct person as well. So, and all you do is just skip each one, makes it go by fast.
So, how long did it take you to get used to using that? Because there's a lot of people like, oh, what's a dialer? How do I use it? What's like? How long did it take you to get used to using the dialer?
Easiest thing I've ever done. I logged on. I mean, I took your guys's Take 52 101 and 102 or 201 classes. And then, if I did have a question, there's that little guy in the corner here where I can just be like, hey, how do I do this? And the responses are so fast. I was on the same day, and it was actually extremely simple. I couldn't believe it.
Well, I mean, plus, I mean, you have a personality for this. I mean, you have a very good phone voice. You know what I mean?
Thank
So
you.
you're very welcome. So, when it comes down to like speaking to people in general, what have you found out that really, really works for you?
Speaking to people in general, like over the phone.
Yeah, over the phone. What
uh,
really has been working for you that you've noticed?
well, I naturally am an empath. So when I'm
I'm sorry,
speaking,
what?
an empath, like I understand people.
Okay, got it. Okay, I wasn't sure. Sorry.
I can put myself in their shoes, and I can listen and take it in. That's been really helpful because once you get past that first like awkward hello, and you get them talking. For me, I've noticed if I just let them talk and hear them out and understand them, repeat back to them, okay, so what I'm hearing is you were pretty frustrated with your last agent. That has actually taken me very far because now I'm building a relationship with somebody that I haven't even met yet. But just hearing each other communicate, you kind of build a relationship. And that's how I've been making my pipeline. Cause like we've said, I'm kind of new. So I haven't gotten those like, yeah, come here today. Let's make an appointment. But I do have the pipeline where I text and call weekly, and you get to know somebody off of the first 30 seconds of making that phone call.
So what you're saying is you're actively listening to people.
Yes.
And what we don't realize so important that so much of us, and I mean, Jesse probably agree with me on this, we like to talk. As a
Yeah.
human being, we like to talk. We like to cut people off. We like to speak, and we like to just hear our voices.
Right.
And when you listen to others, which what you're doing, you're actively listening, and then
Mhm.
you're reaffirming what they're saying. There's massive value in that, right?
Yeah. They feel heard.
hmm No, definitely. I mean, it's just we just want to feel heard, people. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
That's what this whole thing comes down to here. And I don't want to get into scripting a role play or anything like that. But like, what's your first like? What is your first like line that you use?
When somebody answers, I said this.
Yeah,
Yeah. Hi, my name is Jessica. I'm a realtor. Before you hang up on me, I just was hoping I could ask you a quick question. Would that be okay?
it's so easy.
It's so easy, and it just sometimes floodgates just open, after just by saying that. And because I get their permission to talk, and then I'll say, okay, I appreciate it. I've seen that the property had come off the market, and I'm sure you've gotten a billion calls. I understand it's frustrating, so I kind of hit the point before they tell me.
Right. So you're kind of nipping it in the bud ahead of time is basically what's happening.
Right. So they don't come at me and like, I've gotten a billion calls. Like, I already know. And I'm going to tell you, you've gotten a billion calls before you yell at me about it.
So how many people do you need to speak with? Like let's say you talk to 10 people. Let's say you talk to 10 people, all right? How many people are pleasant to speak with?
Um, you know what? Probably 80% of them.
Oh, did you hear what you just said?
Yeah.
Everybody, she just said, I'm sorry, I totally cut you off there. 80, okay, I'll let you continue. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, you're okay. But when I first started, I don't know if I just got like bad luck with the first day or two and where I got those like hangups. I mean, and they were angry. But and maybe it's my skill level because I am getting a little bit better with time. I maybe have like two a day that are unpleasant, but most of them, even if they're the wrong number, and they're not the actual home seller, we'll have a small conversation. I'll be like, hey, you know what? While I have you on the phone, you're not happening to thinking of selling or buying a property, are you? and they laugh. Like it's, I have, yeah, it's been good.
No, because I think I know what happens is one person gets one bad phone call where they just
Yeah.
go off on them, right? And they're like,
Yeah.
"Oh my god, I can't do this
I'm
anymore."
never doing that again.
Like
Yeah.
it's so bad, but it's one. I mean, for me calling, it's 1 out of 50. I mean,
Yes.
that are
Yeah.
and it's like, you know what? You may have just caught someone at a bad time and a bad day,
Yeah.
and you were just there, and that's okay. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So from your experience, you're not finding that people are typically miserable human beings. This is what I'm hearing,
No.
right?
No, not at all. I mean,
Um,
and to be, I would be frustrated if I were getting 50 calls that morning as well. So that goes back to just being empathetic and like understanding it's not me that's pissing them off. It's their phone ringing for an hour. That's frustrating. And you have to understand that.
so you have to get what's they're going through, okay?
Yeah.
But then again, you also have to keep in mind that people don't sell real estate because they're bored, right?
Yeah.
They don't be like, hey, guess what? I'm putting my house on the market today. They usually have a reason, a life changing reason, a job transfer, a divorce, a new kid, empty nester, new
Right.
job. There's usually a reason why people sell. And it's our job to make sure that they're taken care of by a good agent and not the same person that's going to take advantage of their time. Am I right or am I
Right.
wrong?
That's right.
Exactly. So, typical day, what's the goal? How many contacts you're going to hit a day?
I hit about 20 to 25.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect.
which takes me about 3 to 4 hours.
Okay, good. And
Hmm.
you said you did take your listing. Is that correct?
I did. This weekend was the first one that day I made. It was a Friday call, and I made the appointment for Saturday, and we signed on Saturday. So that was really fun in about less than 2 months. You know,
Was that a slam dunk, or was that I say slam dunk like call one day, call list the next day, or was it like was it a process?
no, that was my first slam dunk.
Okay, cool. The slam
Yeah,
dunks are the
I
best, aren't they?
I couldn't. I was like, this is so fun, and then I'm gonna do it again. So you get that little snowballs. It's starting to be created for me, so I'm excited.
And you're like I said, you're doing great. I mean, and the attitude alone is worth its weight in gold.
Yeah,
Just because you have a nice way about you, but you can
thank you.
tell that you're welcome. You enjoy what you're doing.
I
You see
do.
that you're helping people, right?
Yeah,
And you're able to secure the business, right?
yeah.
So let me ask you this: so you've got a brand new agent that walks past your door, newer than you. We're talking like 2 weeks, okay, or even a day. They just got there, like Jessica. I hear you're doing amazing things. What is one piece of advice that you could give me as a new agent?
Start making calls right now. I'm not even kidding. I wish I would have started this before. And when you first get your license, everybody knows it's like, oh, this is going to be easy. People are going to just use me because now I have my license. And now we all know that's not the case. And I had tried different avenues. Luckily, I'm in a brokerage where I was capable of doing open houses for other agents as well. And that's kind of how I got a little bit of a database. But I mean, I've done door knocking, I've done mailers. When they click on the mailers, I'll go door knock them. Like, I am super persistent, but I didn't have that one thing that I was doing every single day. And it just is it. I couldn't be happier with my decision. But if I would have started this 2 weeks into the business, I wouldn't be here a year later saying I'm brand new agent with no business. I would be busy.
You're doing. I mean, you're doing it. I mean, you're going to be great. And not that
Thank
you weren't
you.
great. You're well. Not that you aren't great already. You're in process of becoming great. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Is the best way to put it. All right. Let's tie this up in a nice little bow. All right. Give me one final thought for Vulcan 7 Nation. What do you got for me?
Oh man, one final thought. Again, if I were watching this and I was confused as to which route to go, I would say making outbound calls is not an old game. It still works. And the sooner you get started, the sooner you'll see success for sure.
Perfect. Perfect. That's good. I mean, it's short and simple. It doesn't get much easier
Yeah.
than that. All right, Jessica. So let's say if someone is moving to Beaumont, California, or anywhere up to 610, how does one get in touch with you for all of these referrals?
You call me at 951 255-6169. Yep. Or you can email me at jessicasummersrealtor@gmail.com.
Fair enough. Fair
And
enough.
it's the 60 and the 10.
60 and the 10. All right. I'm sorry. I
yeah,
tried to
it's okay.
remember. My memory isn't what it used to be. Okay.
No, it's okay. It happens.
Awesome. Well, Jessica, thank you so much for being here today. I genuinely appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. Now on Vulcan7 Nation, I want y'all to remember 2 things. Number 1, go make some money. Don't forget to, boom, trust the process. Y'all take care now. Be well.